Rwanda. Let's see how these small states here in Africa, in the landlocked country, can achieve nirvana. Wow, that's pretty good. We already have a pretty decent roadmap. Let's see how they doing. In okay, pretty good roads. Nice car, by the way. Clearly, it was made specifically for this 360. As you can see, they have the equipment there. Um, wow, look at this LED lights. Okay, pretty good. Nice rows. This is from November 2023. Pretty good. Some nice banana trees. Not so bad, not so bad. Wow, look at this house. Pretty bad, pretty bad. They have electricity, which is good. The problem with electricity in those parts of the world is okay, you have it, but then you have to wonder yourself how reliable it is, because okay, I want electricity, but I also want to be reliable. Use it when I want it. Same car, you can see, wow, it looks like a brand new car, by the way. Yeah, roads not so great. Houses, probably is one of those things that they're looking better on the inside than they're looking on the outside. Some of them they're looking pretty decent even the outside. They have decent insulation, I think. Okay. Yeah, the road is very narrow and very small. A lot of people, I see that they're using bicycles. Okay. They have some bars on the windows, but that is probably more like from... Nah, they are bars on the windows. Just definitely some problem with the crime rate. No idea what's happening here, but it doesn't look that great. Yeah. I'm interesting how this Hilux, which is probably, I think it's a Toyota Hilux, even achieve to go to such a small spaces. I mean, look at this one. It's extremely narrow. This guy definitely took some chances here. I mean, look at it, that corner there, it's extremely tight. They don't even see it anymore. Yeah, probably just back up here. Just there's no way they're gonna make that. But yeah, overall, how they live so far, not so great, I have to say. They have some pavements, as you can see. They have a sidewalk, which is pretty good. They developing, that's for sure. They doing in that direction. The problem it is, they already developed the housing. And as you can see, it's not so great. It's everybody jamming together. It's kind of the hilly, you can see this layout. It's just, nah, I don't think so. I don't think it's working that well. But for those who got trapped in there, pretty much it's the way it is, not much they can do. Probably would be even better to moving outside, but not in this one. That one is pretty fucked up. This one is better, but I have a feeling that if they don't keep the big lands, they're gonna run into trouble really fast. So yeah, I don't think it's gonna be that much of the improvement. Although it's not the worst. I definitely seen worst. Yeah, kind of a interesting way of building a house, to be honest. Not exactly my choice, but okay, fine. Wow, let's see this one. It's pretty green. Pretty green, yeah. Have some banana trees. No roads whatsoever here, so definitely they need one of those cars to achieve such a... Wow, look at this hole. To achieve such a mileage here. But the views are way better, that's for sure. Housing not so well, but again, I seen worst. A lot of banana trees. I mean, look at those leaves. My banana trees doesn't have these leaves like that, but oh, this is how it's supposed to be. I guess it's nice to have fresh bananas in your garden. That's pretty good. What else can we find here? Wow, that's nice. Can you imagine this road pave? Maybe, but it's not gonna improve away a lot. It's not that much people living there. But why? This guy quite traveled quite a lot. I'm not sure exactly how many days he needs to do all the streets, but we thank him, I think. Yeah. I'm not sure exactly if the Google hired those people to make those 360s or those street views, or it's just everyone can do it. I mean, you can post 360, I see that, but I don't know if you can. That's a goat, by the way. I don't know, probably they have to contact you, or they give you the car, they hire you. I'm not sure exactly how things going on here, but it's not bad of the job, if you ask me, to just want to drive the car pretty much wherever you want and have those street views. Not so bad. What else can we have here? That's a nice church. I like it. Really like it. Clearly a Christian church. Jesus needs you right there. A lot of bikes, so wow, everybody use a helmet. Kind of strange. I mean, I get it, it's safety and all that bullshit, but I would like to see without that, to be honest. Not sure exactly what's happening here. Not sure. They have pretty decent roads. They have crosswalks. Not so bad. Not so bad. Let's move to the main city, I guess. This one it is. I'm not sure, but wow, look at this. We can see everything probably made by the same guy with these Hilux. Who knows? Yeah, not so great in the road department. This is from August 2022. Housing, wow, that's pretty good. Now I kind of like that. That's pretty good. Road, not so much. For such a high dense populated area, yeah, you can pave this road. It's gonna look 10 times better. This one is paved, which is good. Wow, that's an expensive car, by the way. This is the same, the same guy probably, but with a different car. This is a black one. Everybody using a helmet here. Okay. You know what? Rwanda is not so bad. Actually, not so bad at all. They're doing pretty well. Look at this. Nice intersection. Decent roads. Pretty good. Pretty goddamn good, if you ask me. And look at the layout of the map. Wow, look at this. So much information we can choose from. Oh, okay, we have the rich areas. Houses, design of the houses. Yeah, I don't like it that much. But again, that's my take on this one. But they are better. Definitely, they are better. Roads, good. Good roads. At least here, good roads. I want to check more of those here. From above, looks like expensive houses. And they don't look so bad on the ground level, to be honest. Oh, that's a huge one. What the fuck they trying to build here? This one, it's very expensive. They do have some really good areas. Wow, that's pretty much a palace, not even a house. A bit lower than I would. I mean, it's on the hill, I get that, but you know, if it rains that much, and you can be really, really quick in trouble. Looking pretty good. Looking pretty good. Yeah, pretty good. Here, yeah, the road is missing. These fences again. Oh, look at this plant. Where is that plant? Look at this one. Oh, there are two. Very nice. And clearly rich people living here. Or at least on this side. On this side, not so much. See, what I say, green looks 10 times better. Look at this. They managed to do this. They look 10 times better. Look how nice it is. Even though they don't have paved roads, as you can see. Wow, that's really big house. How much improves when you have that much green? See? Wow, this barbed wire is not good at all. It looks pretty fucked up. But everything else, I like it. I mean, clearly rich areas, you can see they have a nice front yards. In front of the house, they manage pretty nice. Fences, yeah, not a big fan of those, but I guess it is what it is by now. But we have a lot of information. Wow, I don't even know where to start. There's so much. Let's check this one. Wow, this is not so great. Yeah, in the infrastructure department, they don't do that well with infrastructure. It's just yeah, not that great roads, not that many. When they have it, they're good, no problem. But they're usually missing. It's gonna be interesting to see how fast the population grew here that they couldn't keep up with the demand. Oh, here they even try to make a 360 or a street view here. It's a lot. It's a lot. Let's check the other one. I mean, like so much. Wow, that's pretty good. We have so much information. Good for them. Wow, this is see when they have roads, they have pretty good roads, and people seems to look pretty good. They take pretty good care of their yards at least. Houses, I get it. They don't have that much money probably, so they can afford that much. But they the yards they can do it, and they do it very nicely. A lot of banana trees. Okay, wow, that's a really small road. I'm not sure if you can call it a road. This guy took some chances here, but good for us. This is clearly the very impoverishment area. Wow, but look at this. Even in this impoverishment, I mean, why did it go so fast? I want to check this one. Look at that palm tree. That's pretty nice. They have all green. They have some decent plants. They're doing decent. They're doing decent for what they have. They're doing decent. I have to say, what they have, it could be worse. It could be way worse than this, and they kind of take care of what they have, which is good. Here it's more of the commercial sector, I guess. Roads pretty good. Stores and bars pretty nice. Not so bad. Not so bad at all. See, again, these front yards looking pretty well. Yeah, they take care of pretty nicely. Nice. Look at this. They dress nicely. Let's pick those jeans. I kind of start to hate jeans lately, so yeah. But this is 2024. Okay, very recently. So you kind of don't have excuse for jeans anymore. Wow, that's a lot. That's huge amount of information. Well, that guy just really traveled a lot. They have some betting agency there, again, some sort of a commercial district, I guess. Not so bad. A lot of people there. Let's check this road here. I don't think we can go on this one, unfortunately. You know what? They're doing well. Let's check this one too. They're doing pretty decent. They have a good start. Yeah, the layout of the house, it's a bit on the small side with the land, but look at this. They really have nice houses here. And look how nice the front in the houses is. The front property, it does look great. Front yards, amazing. I mean, look at this. Absolutely great. You can see this has more money, and when you go into poverty, not so much money then. But still they have that green here. See, it's not nothing. It's good. It's genuinely good. And good roads, when they have it again, it's clearly developing. That's how a development should look like. Actually, you can see year by year improvements. Let's see the poverty here. Again, nice fence. See, you don't need concrete. Here they use it, but these green ones, 10 times better. 10 times better. That's pretty nice too. Green, it's always better. This is some sort of a market, I guess. I'm not sure. But it's quite interesting. You can, wow, look at those bananas. Why are they so green? It's not, whoa, what is this? They sell coal here? Okay, they sell coal, I guess. But bananas, they are very green. Not supposed to be like yellow. Pretty strange, I guess. Banana trees, banana trees. yeah, I guess the population is poor in those areas, but again, you can see that green that they like it too, I guess. So it looks better. I mean, look at this. It looks 10 times better when you have that much green around you. And clearly those are like some sort of offenses, and it looks 10 times better. Yeah, I think they have a really, really good start. Everyone wears the local clothing, I guess. Decent house. Again, look at this fence. Green, nice, great. Uh, land, yeah, I think even the land is pretty decent for each house. It's not every time, but it looks like a good start, I have to say. Rwanda has a good start. They they do decently, and it's a lot of a lot of those 360s and street views. Oh, look at this one. This is definitely a hotel. There's no way it's gonna be someone's house. Yeah. Looking well. Looking well. I mean, find the rich neighborhoods here with that much green and that much street views. It's not gonna be that easy, but to be honest, kind of everyone, almost everyone, looking pretty decent. So again, look at this. They like trees here. They like plants. That's how it's supposed to be. Again, it'd be better with some more green here, but there is time for that too. Interesting outfit for August. Yeah, it's definitely something. Kind of like it. Kind of like it. Again, they don't have much, but they try to do it well, which is good. Which is very good. And here actually can go randomly on the map because they have so much information. Again, not that many paved roads, but when they have it and they're brand new, they're looking pretty good. So they're gonna come to them too. Water, sewage, internet, TV, reliable electricity, phone connection, phone signal pretty much everywhere. That's good. That it will come. Definitely it will come. So yeah, Rwanda, pretty good job. Pretty good job, I have to say. She's probably from the rich area. Who knows? I mean, like they have here on the small island, kind of an island, not exactly an island. No, they're doing well. They're doing not perfect, but again, they're doing well. Let's go to the information. Let's see with the numbers. Wow, look at this. I just almost dead, and it just got a bit pulse here. Okay. Clearly something happened here in 1994, probably against some war or something like that. So 14 million people in Rwanda right now, and look at this, in 1955 only 2.5 million people living in this land. So if they keep that population, probably everyone, it would look like great, but it is what it is, I guess. Back then, 3.5% increase rate, that'll be roughly around 82,000 people. Migration minus 800 around that. Median age 16 years old. Fertility rate 8.1, which is insane, by the way. Density 100 people per square kilometer, which is quite a lot. Urban population around 2.3%. That will be roughly around only 60 people living in an urban area back then. So if they start with that 60 people and just slowly but surely extend the cities and the towns in a more sustainable way and in a better zoning way, let's call it like that, in a better layout, with bigger lands, with a bit wider, I would say, streets. We see some really narrow one. It would look 10 times better than now. Fast forward to 2025, population grew tremendously. Now they are around 14.5 million people and rising with 2.1% increase rate. That will be roughly around 312,000 people per year. Migration, it's on plus now. It's 6,000, but for pretty much the entire history was on the minus. So I'm not sure it's sampling that we're gonna see even more. But the country looks good, so we could see even more. Median age around 20 years old, fertility rate 3.5, 3.6, so they got down a lot, but still well above the replacement rate. Density now, it's, wow, 591 people per square kilometer. That's insane. Urban population around 18% with 2.6 million and counting. Wow, it's gonna be, you have 60,000 people that you can manage very well, and now you have to manage 2.6 million. Yeah, you're not gonna do that. 2050, let's see how it's gonna go there. 22 million people population. Wow, that's quite a lot. And the early change is gonna be above 1%. It's 1.4%. Pretty much the same, of like around 300,000 people. So not a huge increase then. Migration is gonna be minus now, minus 31,000. Okay, maybe things are not going that well, but it looks pretty decent to me. Median age around 25 years old, and fertility rate 2.6, still above replacement rate, which is good, but a bit too much, I would say. But we will see. Probably by the end of the century, they're gonna go around 30 million people. Who knows? Maybe 25 million if they stabilize it. We will see that. Density 920 people per square kilometer. Probably they're gonna go around 1,000, which is quite a lot. Urban population 28%. I see a bit more than that actually, but yeah, kind of. I'm not exactly where they take those numbers, because everything that I see here is pretty much in an urban area. Maybe they don't count as urban. This one, wow, that guy did a really good job. Just make every single street. Yeah, it's kind of an urban population here. It looks very bad, this one, but we see some other good examples. So there is hope for them, at least that. But that guy traveled a lot. I mean, that guy really did a good job. What else can we see here? And yeah, they have to manage 6.5 million people in an urban area. Good luck with that. Life expectancy is very good, actually a bit too much. Both sexes around 68 years old. Life expectancy female 70s, male 65, 66, and they're going up. Yeah, pretty interesting. And infant mortality rate 25.5, and death at the age of 5 34.2. They're going down huge numbers, but again, they are for African countries, so they're pretty average. They have some small male surplus in population, and then they go in a female one. The base, it's looking pretty solid, but you can see they start to getting narrow and narrow, so it's going to be interesting to see how that is going to play. Economy, well, let's see how they're doing in that department. With 14 million people. 14 billion US dollars, and the PPP around 60, let's call it, billion US dollars, which is extremely small economies. But look at this. The growing rate, it's 8.2, 8.2, 8.9, 6.5, 6.8. Yeah, kind of slowed down, but that 8.2 is pretty decent. I would like to see above 10, especially for such a small economy. It's supposed to be like 20, 25 per year, but yeah, I don't think it's gonna happen. GDP per capita, $1,000 nominal per capita, and PPP around 4,000 US dollars. Yeah, not that much. Agriculture around 27%, industry 21%, services 44%. Inflation in 2024 4.9, quite high, but still not a deal breaker, I would say, comparing with other countries that they have over 100. As we saw, employment in Q3 or on 2024. Wow, that's disturbing in a way. 15%. Ooh, look how much money they left on the table. All of those people can be used in a much more efficient way. But yeah, I guess it is what it is. Corruption. Wow. Let's see how corruption goes here. You know, it looks pretty well, so we're gonna see. Rwanda. It's supposed to be like low corruption. I mean, they're doing pretty well. They're doing pretty well. Look at this. Rwanda, 57. And they go up 6 points. And I have to say, I see that. I see those 56, 57. I see them. I see them. Even though the population is going up quite a lot, having such a small. 57 is still perceived as a... Oh, 57 is perceived as less corrupt. Okay, so they're doing pretty well. They're doing pretty well here. That means that's why you see such a decent improvement in the country. See, corruption, it's very, very powerful. If you keep it under control, you're gonna do very well. and very well indeed. Yeah, they're doing a pretty good job then. Because it's not much you can say. They're doing 57 points. I mean, look at this. It's pretty good. Pretty good. It's less corrupt than my country, for God's sake. So, yeah. Okay, what else can we see about them? They speak English, they speak French, official languages. Okay, pretty good for them. 93% Christians, good for them. Local housing, pretty good. Pretty good. I like these houses more than the bad ones with the new constructed cities. This is the genocide they have here at some point. I guess because from this guy, who knows, kind of looks evil. I'm not sure if they're the right guy for the job. But yeah, Uganda genocide and Rwanda civil war. That's why we have that drop in population. See, bam, immediately. But the thing is, it didn't make a dent. They bounce back immediately. I mean, like, and they have those skull images here. It doesn't look that great. But they have a war between those guys, I guess, from 1990s until 1994. Good, quite a lot of years. And the casualties, the civilians were just under a million. So the entire casualty is supposed to be around under a million. Yeah, it's quite something. But again, they bounce back like bam, immediately, instantly. So yeah. What else can we find here? Some interesting buildings, how they manage the country. Pretty nice landscape, nice wildlife. They have giraffes. They have bananas. Oh, they have coffee here. Look at it. That's a nice coffee. Oh, that's pretty great, actually. Rwanda water pump. Okay, maybe some problem with the water, but I don't know. Problem with water, they have a lake here. What kind of problem you can have with water when you have that lake there? Again, a local construction here. Wow, they kind of, those computers are kind of a joke in my opinion. It's just, I don't think they're gonna learn that much from those devices. We never use it here, so yeah, I don't think they can improve that much. Have a church, some sort of a local, I don't know, art, local dancers, local handcraft, I guess, local food, looking pretty good. They have some competition here, sports one. Wow, that looks pretty nice. Yeah, it does look pretty nice. Rwanda, and the only thing that kind of looking pretty good for them is that corruption. It's perceived as less corrupt. Not that many countries in Africa can say that, as you can see on this map, and they are European countries. Keep in mind, European countries and also countries in European Union more corrupt than Rwanda. So they're doing pretty well there with corruption, I guess. Yeah, I like it. They're doing a nice things there. But unfortunately, it's a small country, as you can see, with a huge population. I'm not sure exactly how that is gonna look in the near future. They have definitely the land to do more with population, but I don't know. We will see, I guess. I mean, like 15 million people living in this land, almost 15, and still looking pretty good. Wow, that's a really nice house. Except those bars on the windows, you're looking pretty. It's not exactly, I don't think it's a house, but still could be house, looking pretty nice. Yeah, land for I don't know, maybe even 100 million people can live, but it's gonna be kind of jammed together, and you have to have that, like I said, a bit better layout, managing better. I mean, look at this. This one is not so great. They are just jamming everyone together, but the house looking pretty well, for God's sake. We've definitely seen worse. I like to see a bit more land for the people. When you have much land, it's gonna improve much more than you think. So probably like, say, 5,000 square meters for every house, for every property. It's pretty good. With a 250 square meter house, also pretty good. That's gonna show a really good stable population. Can have like 2 kids easy, even 3 kids, and you have a land. You can have an office for study in the house, so you can actually have a really good education. Yeah, it's those things has to put together to work, but they're doing pretty well, I guess. Yeah, that low corruption, I can see it, and we see it immediately. it's working. I guess it's working. Not perfect, definitely, but it's working. So yeah, that was Rwanda. If you like it, I like it too. If you live there, you want to leave a comment, that would be pretty nice to see how things are going at on the ground level. Otherwise, we're gonna see you next time in the next video.